So the world we live in is full of amazing and unique places. Fortunately, I've had the opportunity to experience some of these places firsthand. Throughout these experiences, I have learned a lot about myself, and I've learned how to use my talents and my time to help better the lives of others. The best trip I've ever had was my senior trip to Costa Rica in 2017. During this trip, I got to admire the beautiful scenery. I got to learn about the culture of a small town called Sarchi, and I got to help some young children in a impoverished town called La Carpio. The first thing I noticed about Costa Rica was how incredibly beautiful it was. The landscape was breathtaking. As soon as my friends and I stepped off of the plane, we were surrounded by majestic mountains and luscious greenery. For most of the trip, we traveled by bus through the mountains, and although these trips were really, really long, it gave us some time and some scenery so we could just see some of the sights of this new and exotic land. We dipped up and down through mountains and valleys, and we peered into the edge of the jungle, and we even got to admire some colorful houses that were scattered throughout the land around us. We even got to visit one of Costa Rica's pristine beaches. The sand we walked on was white and soft. The ocean that crashed into the shore was crystal blue. We even had the opportunity to snorkel and see some of the native marine life. This whole experience was breathtaking. It was like something I had seen in pictures, but never before had I seen it in real life. I didn't think the trip could get much better. However, it just kept getting better from there. The next thing we did on our trip was visit a small place in the mountains called Sarchi. Sarchi is known for its intricately painted hand-painted ox carts. All of these ox carts play a very important role in the culture of Sarchi, as they're used to transport coffee beans, which is Costa Rica's main export. We took a tour and we ate some of the locals' food, and we visited a small gift shop. I chose a small hand-painted cart with coffee beans from one of the neighboring fields, and at the end of our tour, I had the opportunity to visit with some of the artists. I sat down and I talked to them, and they showed me how to paint their intricate designs with vibrant colors and a steady hand. And they even let me paint part of a tray that was going to be put in the to the gift shop. I didn't think the trip could get better, but again, it just kept getting more and more amazing, and my favorite part came next. The last part of my trip I got to spend in a small town called La Carpio. La Carpio is a Nicaraguan refugee camp that backs up to San Jose, Costa Rica's capital, main city town. They told us that it was going to be impoverished, but my mind was much kinder than reality. As we drove into the town, I just was heartbroken by the sights that I saw. The houses were crowded together and made out of any materials the locals could find. Cinder blocks, plastic, metal shards. It was really, really incredibly sad. During our stay in La Carpio, we got to help a local church. We cleaned the church by cleaning palm branches and bricks away. We painted it, and we put on a small production for the kids in the community so that we could get to know them. For my part, I had the opportunity to paint a mural, and I set up a face painting station for the kids. I got to know a lot of the kids, and I had a lot of fun laughing and playing with them, even though I had a really hard time understanding what they were saying, and I have a very poor grasp of Spanish. One little girl I met even gave me a bracelet, one of the only possessions she called her own, and told me not to forget her. My friends and I were heartbroken as we traveled and we got back into our bus. We climbed in and the kids banged on the windows and begged us not to leave. As we drove down the street, they cried for us to come back. I looked around at all my friends and I knew that they shared the same thoughts I did. We would have traded the rest of these amazing experiences just to spend one more day with our newfound friends. So in conclusion, my trip to Costa Rica was absolutely amazing. I got to see some amazing sights I've never seen before, learn about an amazing culture that I'd never known anything about, and make some new and incredibly friendly faces and friends. This trip taught me a lot. It taught me how to use my time wisely and use it to better the lives of others, and it changed my perspective completely. I now feel called to go into missions and help these people for the rest of my life. Thank you so much for your time.
Very well done.
Oh, that was excellent.
You told us what you were going to tell us. You told us, and then